Good evening, young engineers. We want to proceed with our learning from the last tutorials. I think I gave you 2 tutorials that I gave you. So we will continue. Most of the things we discussed, these are our PPTs that I sent that should guide you. Lecture 3, lecture 4, lecture 5, lecture 6, lecture 7, lecture 11. So we will try and make sure we cover this to show you on the PPT and also go on the Autocad itself. So most of these things I talked about them. I talked about this window, Autocad screen. I talked about it. Then the display, keyboard. I talked about keyboard, your mouse, your left-hand mouse and your right-hand mouse. Left-hand button, sorry, right-hand button, and the middle button. We'll discuss that. Snap on. This you try them. These keys. Snap on. You see the effect. Snap on, snap off, grid on, grid off, auto on, auto off. You see the effect. And these notes also may tell you more about those menus. Then there's the specifying points, drawing editor, absolute, Cartesian coordinates, relative. I think I showed you how to draw a relative where you use at the rate and then you put your coordinates. Then polar coordinates, I showed you how you use at the rate. 100 is the length of the line. Then smaller than sign. 45 means angle 45. Right? Then limits. Limits, normally we put limits according to the size, the overall size of our figure that we want to draw, the drawing. But you can just draw straight without putting any limits, because you adjust your drawing according to the paper size that you choose. But anyhow, you must know these limits. So if you want to set an A4 size, these are the coordinates of the upper limit. The lower limit is always 0, 0. So A4 size, as you know, is 297 mm by 210. A3 is 420 by 297. A2, that one, A1, that one, A0, that one, maybe for plans. So if you want to set a limit, you go to AutoCAD. You write in the command prompt limits. You say enter. Then it says a lower first corner 0, 0. You press enter. The upper limit, that is the default, 420 by 297. If you want the 297 by 210, you press enter. It becomes your paper size. But as I said, this you don't need to do it. You just do it. You choose your paper size when you are now on your what? On your printing stage. That's when you choose your paper size. Same thing with scale. You normally draw a 1:1, and then you just scale according to your paper size. Saving your drawings, AutoCAD. When you are saving your drawings, like if I open my AutoCAD, you can save it so that it can be opened by AutoCAD itself. You can open it in other softwares like Paint, Brush, Windows Metaphor, encapsulated PostScript file, American Standard Code for information interchange. These are the formats by which other softwares can open it. So we Me, normally I use other softwares, manufacturing softwares like Mastercam. So you want to save it in a format which Mastercam can open it. Sometimes you want to save it in a format where a printer, a special type of printer, maybe it's a stereolithography or some type of printer. You save it in a format that that printer will accept the drawing. So if you come here, you find, if say we had drawn something here like this, right? This is our drawing 12575 surface. So here is the file types, right? So these are this is AutoCAD 2007. It doesn't have many types, but this DWT or this DXF is interchangeable with other softwares. So if you want to be opened in other softwares, you save it as DSXF. Then some softwares we want DWS, this DWG, that's the AutoCAD format for the AutoCAD file. It will be ending with DWG. But this DFX is for interchange with other softwares, right? And we go back to our PPT. So that's about it from this slide. And we go to this one. This slide we did quite a lot about modifications. I still want to maybe practically introduce you to those which I left out. But you know, you as engineers, your IQ is very high. We just introduce you a little bit, then we expect you to go and discover on your own. But let's go for it to tackle other modification commands. So we go to AutoCAD. We want to, first one is this one, erase. So we press erase, select object, this object. I've selected, then I press enter on keyboard, it's erased. See? You don't have to use a rubber like we are using manual drawing, which is old-fashioned. Copy, we talked about copy. Mirror, we talked about mirror. Offset, we did array. I think I did array. What did you call this? Move, rotate, we did. And as I was saying, you can team up as friends, you practice these things. If you have got any problems, inbox me, phone me. I will always be there to help you. Scale, stretch, trim, we did this. Break, maybe break we didn't. So if we draw a line, this is straight line, we put in auto, no, auto on, is our line. Alright, this is one entity. If I break it, if I try to highlight it after breaking, it will highlight two entities. So I go on break at points. Select object to break this. Select first breakpoint. See, it's showing on snap is off. I put it off. Then I just select this break, or even by the cross here, by the cross or by one of the hairs, I just click it. Then I try to find out if it's really broken. You see, this is now being highlighted separately from this one, so that it is what? It has been broken by using the what? This command called break it. Then this another type of break. You see this break, it broke a line, but they remained coincident and they meet at a point. But if you break with this command here, you break in such a way that there's a gap left in between. So let's try that. draw a line here. Then you go to this break. Then select objects. This is the object. Select second point or first. If you write F, enter, it will click. This is the first point. Click second point. This is the second point. There you are. It is broken this line. So that's how you use this one. Command break. And there's this command called join. We remember we broke these two lines. Let us say we want to join them again. So we click join. Then they say select source object. This is our source object. Then they say select lines to join to source. This is the line to join to source. Press enter. You check, it has become 1. That's how we've gone through this join. So we delete this. We've read our lesson. Then let us say we have got a rectangle like this, right? Let me try to see its approximate size. I've just drawn it. Yeah, it's about 900 something, right? Good. So I zoom it for size. So we want to try this. This is our rectangle. If you want to chamfer this corner here, or you want to fillet this corner here, this rectangle has to be exploded so that each side is not joined to the other. It's independent. So use this command called what? Explode. Select objects. This is the object I want to explode. Then I say enter. If you check now, this is on its own, this is on its own, this is on its own, this is on its own. Now we can do these operations. Chamfer and fillet. Already we have learned what is explode. Right? So let's go. Chamfer. Then they say select first line or undo or polyline or distance or angle or trim or method or multiple. So you see, this they guide you to the type of chamfer you want. The popular one is D. So you go D. If distance, so you just type that D. If it was a polyline, you type P. If it was undo, you type U. If it's an angle type of parameter, you type A. If a trim, you type T. If it's a method, you type E. If it's a multiple, you type M. So we'll go D. This I leave you to practice. You try them out. Method, multiple, trim, type of chamfer, right? So we go D and we go enter. Then they said select first chamfer distance. We say 100 enter. Second chamfer distance 200 enter. Right? Then they say you've done that, so you go ahead to do your chamfer now. Take this one, this one, check. Now remember the distances that we choose 100. The 100 is from the corner that was to this. The 200 is the corner that was deleted to this. There is your chamfer, right? So you can undo that. So you can just press U enter on the keyboard, right? Then you want to practice fillet. So many type of fillets: undo, polyline, radius, trim, multiple. The default which is already there is a radius type of fillet, and the radius is there is 20. So let us say we want to put a new radius. So type R and we put a new radius. Say our radius is what? Is 200 or 100 enter. Then we select the first line, select the second one. There is our shape, our fillet, sorry. Right? Good. So you can undo fillets. So you press U on the keyboard and you press enter. U enter. Then you undo your fillet. So we have learned what? All this. Then you want to learn extend. You delete this. While we are there, I want to teach you something. There is an icon here written region. What does the region do? It joins the lines that are independent to make them one entity. So what you do, you just click region. Say select object. These are the objects that I want to region to make them one. And I press enter. Check. Now it is one. And if I want to explode that, I just press explode. Then I select the object. This is the object that I want to explode. Enter. If you check, now is what? Exploded. Alright? So you have learned this is the opposite of this. Good. So we delete this. Then I want to, last time I taught you trim. Today I'm going to teach you extend. So I will draw some lines here. I would like to draw a poly line, okay? So now let me remove this auto. Good. And I draw another one there. And then like this. And I draw and then draw another one there. And I draw another. Yeah, I want to illustrate this extend command. Check extend. And it says select the boundary edges. So boundary edges are the lines to which the lines which are going to be extended are going to be extended to. So here is one boundary. Is another one, is another one, is another one. Is. So this is our, so you press enter. Then you have selected your fences. No, let me start again. So we go extend, right? Then select the boundaries. These are the boundaries. This is where we put our extend limits. So boundaries. Then they say select object to extend or shift. So I want to extend this line to that boundary. Boundary has already been extended. So if I want to extend this line to that boundary, I just click on the side nearer to that line. Then this will be extended there. If I click here, this side will be extended to that one. If I click this one on this other side, it will be extended there. If I click it here, it will be extended there. Watch. This extension, this extension, this extension, this extension, this is our extension. You see? This is how you use your command extend, right? So come out of that command. So we have done our modification, most of the modification. Then we want to practice H. So we draw a rectangle like this. You know, etching, you people, you did manual drawing. What is the purpose of etching? I won't tell you. You should know that. This is what we call assumed knowledge, right? Take this. Now, if you draw a line like this, let us say it was a little shape like this, right? Then I trim it, TR, and I end. I taught you how to trim, short command for trim, right? Then let us say there is another boundary here. Alright, then we should command for trim tr and enter. Trim that. Right, good. Then we want to practice hatching. So we go to here, the H icon. Then we go H. Sorry, what is happening? Yeah, don't know where that error came from. So if you click H, that H pop-up window comes. If you want to H, normal H, you want to go by gradient, which is the gradient of colors. If you want to go by H, you practice this. So check this H. Alright, so there are so many H types. You can click here and you see the types. This is the answer one, this is the ISO, this is predefined, other predefined custom where you make yours. So you choose from this. See the H type, and this is the H scale. I'll tell you how this is important. Then they say add pick points, select objects. So if you pick points, if you pick this one and you pick this region by the boundary is going to be hedged. Then you press enter. You haven't finished. You have not yet selected the H type. So you can go here, you click the type, you can go from ISO, you go to further defined. Let us say you are an architect and you want to select a H for a roof. This is a roof type. This is a roof. This will be suitable for roof. For brick, you can show. For the mechanical guys, the H, maybe use this to show a section of a shaft or an assembly. So let us use this architect one. Then I say okay. Then I say okay. There is your H. How is that? If you click it, you want to edit it and you change its scale. Let us say you put a scale of 20. Say okay. Check. The H becomes too big. It becomes like not a H. So you can click it again. Then it comes, you change the scale to a suitable one. What it was set to. There's your H. I click again, it was on 1, then I go 1, and I go okay, then it becomes nice. Right? Again, also H this part, so I click H. Let us say I just want to show you another type of H. So you select the pattern from this. If you go here, it goes by names. These names you might not know them. Eighth, you will not know what an eighth is. But if you go to this section here, you can see the type of H and the name associated. Where is the eighth? I think the eighth is here. But this is this. I saw it. And the eighth should be here. We saw it. If we don't see it now, no problem. Eighth here. See? But if you go here, you won't be able to see the name is connected to each type. So let us say we choose this one. Then we pick the points. We are going to we pick this region and we press enter. Then we say okay, that is our H, but it's not good enough. You see, the scale is not well adjusted, so it doesn't come out clear. So you double click it, the pop-up, the H edit will come. Then you change the scale. This means the scale should change. If it's too small like that, you can make it a bigger scale. So you go okay, see how your H has come. The bigger scale, the more spaced the lines are. That's your H practice. So we've done all this. There is no question about that. Modifications. The H we have done. Then there's something called the p-edit. Some of the things I would like to practice on your own. If I have got a line like this one, see, these are lines that are co-joined. But let us say I want to convert it into a one polyline for some reason of application. So I write p-edit, enter, select polyline, and just select the first one. Do you want to turn it into a polyline? Yes. Then I go enter. Enter the option. There's close, there's join, there's width, there's edit vertex, there's fit, there's spline, there's deep. All those, if you are going to go deep into AutoCAD, make a practice of them. But we want to use the popular one, join, which is J. Enter. Select source. This is the source. Select objects. This is the objects that I want to join to the source to make it one line. Check now. Come out of that. I try to highlight it. It is one line. So that's the p-edit command, which has converted this line into one. Right? So we've done quite a lot of practice. So with this, then there's something called merge property. You find it here. What is this? Yeah, merge property. Let us say I have got a a line here, right? This line is red in color, right? Then I draw another line somewhere. Sorry. Which is not the same color as that one. It has a different properties. So I want this line to be red, or this one. If I want to change it to have the same what color as this one, I can use the merge property command. So you go to modify the place, you press merge properties. Select source, this is the source. Select destination, this is the destination. This is another destination, this is another destination. You see, they are already taking up the property of the source. Taking up the property of the source. Enter is merge property. Right? So with this, you practice some more. Or your 2D must be good enough now. You know how to etch, you know how to erase, you know how to chamfer, you know how to join, you know how to break, you know how to trim, you know how to extend. 2D is the basis of all drawing. So with that, we call it a quiz to 2D. So make an effort to practice that. Then we might as well want to start a what do you call it, 3D. So our next lecture will start straight away into 3D modeling. Then we go to layers, then we go to orthographic, and we finish. Next week, Engineer Mshonga was telling me that we are going to meet one-on-one. So that time we meet and we clarify a few issues before you take your exams. Thank you very much for listening. See you next lesson.